Hey, how you doing? Let me turn this down. My fish love the Metallica. How about you? All right. Got a little delayed start today. I apologize for that. I don't know if you've been watching my videos, but I always seem to get, when they get going good, I get tons and tons of text messages and direct messages and phone calls during the video, and it's distracting. So today I thought about something. How about I turn my phone on airplane mode and then connect to the Wi-Fi, and then I'll do the Facebook Live for you without all the distractions. So, hey Renata, good to see you on here, and Toy, I think she's on too. But I wanted to go over today how Tai Lopez, like him, love him, hate him, you got to respect the man for what he does. You know, he went from 1 million views a month on YouTube to, I believe he hit 100 million views. It just went, he would just flatline at 1 million, then he just, boom, 100 million. And he didn't do that organically. He paid for it. So if you think that he has that many fans or whatever, he actually paid for that. But it takes some serious cojones to dump all that money in there, right? So you got to respect him for at least that. Yeah, he's kind of dorky, and yeah, he does some shady stuff, but you got to respect him. But yesterday, I was watching his video. I made it through an hour and 24 minutes of what would be suicidal video watching this. As a credit expert, it was pretty difficult for me to watch this whole thing, but for you, I said I would do it, so I did. And one of the things he said in there is he flies first class for free if he's not in a private jet. And, you know, it's not his jet. He charters the jet. And here's the thing. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. There's a company out there called Jet Smarter. All right? Jet Smarter. It's $10,000 a year. And for 10 grand, you can fly almost anywhere in the world in a private jet for the $10,000. So you buy this membership, and you can fly anywhere. Like if I had the membership, I can fly to Las Vegas to LA anytime I want in a jet for free. It's included in the 10 grand. I could fly from Las Vegas to Miami. I could fly Las Vegas to New York, New York to London, London to Dubai, Dubai to Moscow, Moscow back to LA, back to Las Vegas. Relatively inexpensive. Some of these flights, when you're international, you pay a couple $100, but you're in a private jet. So when you see these guys in private jets with their Instagram models and their stacks of books and whatever else they got, don't think that they're a baller just because they're in a private jet. You know, if I had the membership, I could bring you with me for $400. That's cheaper than first class tickets, cheaper than sometimes Southwest, right? So let me ask you, would you rather fly Southwest or in a private jet? Well, it's pretty simple. And if you fly a lot, then the 10 grand is not that big of a deal. But back to the first class thing. How do you fly first class for free? It's really not that hard. But what Tai and his credit whiz kid talked about on the video is you get all these free upgrades. And it's not that simple. Well, that's not right. It is that simple, but it doesn't work the way they say it works, to where as long as you get so many points, you get a certain level, you just book your ticket and you automatically upgrade. The problem is there are people that fly every single day that if they're getting on the same flight as you, you have no chance in hell of beating them out. Give a good example, Richard Flint. He's a speaker. He, for years, was the number 2 guy with Delta Airlines. Number 2 most amount of flyer miles. So if he's in front of you on the list, you ain't getting it. And if you book it and you get confirmed first class and then Richard books it, they're dumping you. And I've seen that, where someone's sitting in first class and they get moved off because someone with more points, more status. But how can you guarantee a first class ticket. And that's what I'm going to go over today. How you can guarantee a first class ticket whenever you fly, and you're going to get it for free. All right? And Rashawn, he flies all over the world. He's got his own business teaching people how to fly for free. And he's just said, yep. Right, Rashawn? I could be sitting there, if I didn't pay for the ticket and I did an upgrade and someone else comes down, like Rashawn would most likely bump me if I didn't pay for the ticket and then redeem my points to pay for it. And I was sitting in first class, Rashawn would bump me because he's got higher status than I do. Partly because I fly private all the time, right? But he also flies a lot more than I do. And he plays the game a lot better than I do because I don't want to take the time to do it. Right? But how do you fly first class for free? Same way that I flew my daughter, Toya, she's watching the video now, and my grandson, Caden, to San Diego from Corpus Christi. Flew him to San Diego, put him in a resort, got him a car, went to Legoland. I did all of that for free. And how can you do it? Here's how. You got to have great credit. That's where it starts, my friend. Great credit. Right? Hey, Rashawn, I finally, after 9 months, almost 10 months now, finally got a space for my airplane down here in Vegas. It's been in Tahoe since then, so I haven't flown since June. But I'm going to go up next month, here in a few weeks, get my plane from Tahoe to bring it back to Vegas. I'll be doing a lot more flying private. Because I tell you, flying Southwest from Vegas to Denver to LA to whatever, San Diego sucks. Right? It's much easier to fly private. So I get my plane here in Vegas on February 1st. I get the hangar with space. So you got to have great credit. You got to have great credit in order to fly first class for free. How do you get great credit? Well, you got to have 3 of these bad boys. You got to have 3 credit cards. I go over this all the time. 3 credit cards. Doesn't matter if they're American Express card. Doesn't matter if it's a Black Advantage card. Doesn't matter if it's Chase card. Doesn't matter. Cool, Toy. If you're going to drive the truck back, then you can. Michelle would like that. We'll drive to Tahoe, and then you can drive the truck back. But it doesn't matter what kind of card it is. In order to have great credit, you have to have 3 credit cards. All right. They could be JCPenney's, Victoria's Secrets, and Target. Doesn't matter. You got to have 3. Now, I don't like department store cards, and I'll do another video on that and why. But you got to have 3 at all times, open at all times. Right? But when you get good credit and great credit, you can get the American Express Black Executive Card. I'm sorry, this is the American Airlines. American Airlines Black Executive Card. You can get the American Express Platinum Card. And what you do, for example, I got this card, and I think it was, I had to make a $1,000 purchase in the first 3 months. Now think about that. Do you spend $1,000 or $330 a month on something? Electricity, gas, sewer, water, internet, Netflix, Starbucks, gas for your car, groceries, kids' clothes, diapers, whatever, nails, hair, beard trimming, right? You spend probably $350, $500 a month. So when you have great credit and you do that and you get a Black Executive Card, you spend $1,000 in your first 90 days, they give you 50,000 points. They give you 50,000 points. That, my friend, is 2 round-trip, first-class tickets anywhere in the United States. Now it's free, right? So now you have 2 first-class tickets pretty much anywhere in the United States. Granted, there's going to be some times you can't use it, like on Christmas Day, or maybe Memorial Day weekend or Labor Day weekend, but you get 2 of them, 2 first-class tickets anywhere in the U.S. for free. Now, I use this card 1 month, and I have over 300,000 points, but I rent it through my business. And that's what Tai Lopez's kid didn't say the other day when he did this video, and he's got $3 million and $20 million in points. He didn't tell you those are business credit cards. And yes, some of them are personal credit cards. So this is a personal card linked to my business, and my business pays for it. but I'm able to put all of my advertising, my marketing, my payroll, my rent for my house, the rent for the office, the electricity bill, the insurance bill, all of that through the card. So I have 300,000 points. I can go anywhere in the world multiple times, first class, for free because of this card. Now, let's talk about this card, American Express Platinum. Same thing. You book your tickets, you book your travel, you get points. This one, I think I got 50,000 points when I first got it. I got $200 credit with American Airlines. I got an Uber credit. I got free baggage, free car rental insurance. So when I rent a car, I don't have to pay for insurance. Free TSA. And free access to over 1,000 clubs worldwide. This card, I get access to any American Airlines card, any American Airlines club, and I can take up to 3 guests with me. So if you ever fly with me commercially, we'll go to the American Express or we'll go to the American Airlines club for free, where you drink for free, you eat for free, you can take a nap, you can take a shower, you can work out, you can watch a movie. They have movie theaters, they got full-blown restaurants, everything in them, usually free of charge. It all depends on what airport you're at. Okay? So there's some benefits of having great credit. But how does Tai Lopez fly for free? Well, he's got American Express Black card and probably a Platinum card, because usually in order to get the Black card, you got to have the Platinum card for 1 year. You got to spend $250,000 a month, and you got to have a net worth of at least $5 million. And there's some other ways around it, like if you're a celebrity, maybe you get it. But you're going to be limited on how much your credit limit, which they don't have limits. They don't have pre-spending limits, but they do have. You can't just go out and spend $1 million if you've never spent $1 million before. But what you do is you get great credit. You get cards like these. And the way I do it is I just book first class. Why? Because you get extra points. Right? I get 5 times the points when I book first class through American Express. It's cheaper through American Express than Expedia, Travelocity, or even American Airlines. I go right through American Express, 5 times the points, which then also goes to my Hilton Gold, my Marriott, my Starwood, all connected. You immediately get gold status, which Rashawn will tell you is a big deal. When we check in, if we go to the Ritz-Carlton, we go to the Marriott, the Hilton, whatever, we pay for a standard room, the cheapest room they got, they bump us to a suite, free of charge because of this card and Starwood, right? Yeah. And you get the discounted. And you know what else, Rashawn? I know they had it, but with this card, and you could probably correct me if I'm wrong on this because it does change, but the last time we checked, if you booked first class international or business class international, the companion was free plus the taxes. All right. So with this card, if I fly to London, I book first class or business, my wife gets it for the taxes. It's not published anywhere, but last time I called in, I asked, and that was about 2 months ago, in November, I think it was, before I went to Cozumel, because I wanted to get the free first class for my wife when I went to Cozumel. That's when it was. And they said that it counts for the international, not from Atlanta to Mexico. That's not one of the flights it works on. But there's lots of benefits to that. So I hope you learned something from this. This, you know, just because someone's in first class doesn't mean they're rich. In fact, most of the people flying in first class finally got enough points to upgrade, or maybe someone upgraded them or whatever. But just because they're flying first class doesn't mean they're a baller. Just because they're in a private jet doesn't mean they're rich, right? But how can you do it? You get 3 credit cards. You start managing your credit the right way, get great credit for life, and then when you get the card, you start booking it. So how do I do it for free if I said I paid for it? Well, here's how it works. When you book through American Express Travel, it asks, do I want to redeem my points for the ticket, or do I want to pay cash for the ticket? All right? So I can use my card and get 5 times, 5 points for every dollar I spend, or I can redeem my points for the first class or the airlines or the hotel, the car rental, the restaurant, whatever it is. So depending on where I'm going, if it's a personal trip, I'm going to redeem the points. If it's a business trip, I pay for the first class to get the 5 times extra points. So when I'm flying next week, 2 weeks from now, I'm flying to Miami. It was like $400 first class, 5 hours. I mean, it's worth it. Or I could fly Southwest for $150. Or maybe Frontier. Well, for an extra $250, I'd rather fly first class, right? Wouldn't you? So I did that through the business. Now, I got 2,500 points for me, 2,500 points for Michelle. So I got 5,000 points. That's enough for me to book or redeem in the future, right? So that's how you do it. That's how you fly for free, is you get the points from the cards. Then you redeem the points for the cards. But when you get these, you can get 50,000 points. So what some people are teaching, Rashawn, which is on here as well, is teaching what strategies of how to get the points for free. What cards to get for first. So like Chase has a 5 and 24. And if you've applied for 5 cards with Chase within 24 months, they start rejecting you. I believe that's what the 524 rule is. And so you gotta make sure you apply for the right cards at the right time. And so some of them are giving you 50 grand, 50,000 points. Some give you 200,000 points. Some give you 10,000, and it always varies. As soon as you do the $1,000. Thank you, Rashana. I thought it was 524. I thought that was right, but the credit card game is not necessarily my expertise. Fixing your credit is my expertise. Getting you a great credit score. It's just I use the credit card game for myself. Rashawn's an expert at it. Here's some silver. I wanted to also go on there. If you like the video, if you like the content, share it with a friend. Tag a friend. Share it. Hashtag Fortress Credit Pro, like Mark Anthony just did. Mark Anthony Osborne tagged his wife and hashtag Fortress Credit Pro. Come on, Mark. You can find somebody else other than your wife to tag it with. Tag someone else, man. I appreciate the fact you tagged your wife, but tag someone else. But if you tag a friend, hashtag Fortress Credit Pro, and share the video, I'm giving away silver. In fact, today I have 5 people to announce. Let me open up my screen here. Let's see. Who won? Pop it up there, Jason, for me so I can see it on my computer. I can never see it on my phone. I know Renata won a coin. So, Renata, you got a coin coming. If there's a certain design you liked, let Jason know. He's in charge. There you go, Mark. Ben Tate. Good job. As soon as Jason pops that up there, I'll read off the list. There we go. Let me refresh my computer. All right, where is it at? Why is this so difficult for me? Oh, that's why. It's because I'm looking at Jason's post. Like, I don't see it, man. Here we go. Maybe. I can't see the list. So Jason will notify you, but there was 5 people that won. I don't know why I can't see it on the list on my computer, but I know Renata won. Let's see if I can read it on my phone. Finally made it on live. Awesome. There it is. Gustavo, you won. Renata won. Orlando Martin won. Holly Packard Hopkins won. And Bradley Stefano won. So congratulations, you 5 people. You won some silver. We'll be shipping that out to you in probably tomorrow. So you guys won some silver. Good job. Thank you so much, Mike Stone, for republishing that. I don't know why I couldn't see Jason's. But to recap, the way these guys are flying for free, the way I fly for free, first class, the way you can fly for free, first class, is get your credit where it needs to be. If you got bad credit, we can fix it. It's not that hard. You make a phone call. You call our office. We do a free consultation. We walk you through it. We tell you what it's going to cost. You only pay us after we delete something. If we don't delete it, you don't pay us. It doesn't get any fairer than that, right? Think about it. 100% of my clients don't pay their bills on time, and yet I'm trusting each and every one of them to pay me. It doesn't get more fair than that. And I only get paid... Oh, okay, I'll answer that. I only get paid if I delete something. So let me fix your credit, fortresscreditpro.com. Then we're going to get you some cards like this. You're going to start building up your points, your rewards, and then you're going to start going on vacation, going on trips and not paying for it. I mean, think about it. What if you could just go on one trip? You know, my wife and I, we fly literally every month somewhere. And sometimes it's exhausting. Sometimes I get tired of it. But we do. Every month we go somewhere. But what would your life be like if you could get one 7-day vacation every year at a resort for free? Round trip airfare, a resort, food, drinks, relaxing, 7 days a year, free of charge. Don't have to pay taxes on it. How would that change your marriage? If you and your spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, got away once a year free of charge, no stress. And all you had to do was get your credit right. Manage your credit cards the right way. And then you book your airfare with a card like one of these. And then you go away for a week, maybe 2 weeks. Right? My wife and I in May, we're going to spend 10 days in Alaska on a yacht salmon fishing. And there's some other fish that we're fishing for, the ones that halibut fishing. It's going to cost us like $400. That's the taxes. The airfare to Homer, Alaska, outside of Anchorage, we're going to fly first class. It's free because American Express is going to pay for it. It's not a business trip this time. 10 days on a yacht, 3 meals a day, fishing for halibut, fishing for salmon, fishing for who knows what's in the ocean up in Alaska for free because I know how to use these cards. Now, you could do something like that every single year if you simply got your credit fixed, manage your debt, your credit card debt the right way, start racking up the points. And I always get it for free. Yes, Holly, I always get the trips for free. Now, are they free? No, I redeem points. What's the points cost me? Nothing. You know why they don't cost me anything? Because I pay the damn credit card off when the bill comes due. Right? I actually pay it before the bill's due. Remember, I teach. Pay it on the statement date or before the statement date. I always pay it early. My American Express is due on the 2nd. It's always paid by the 27th. This guy, I don't know when it's due because I don't use it that much anymore. I use American Express. I used it a whole bunch to get the 300,000 points because my wife and I plan on going to Italy maybe in August or September, and I'm going to go there for free. First class to Italy, stay for free, all that stuff. But that's how you do it. Get your credit fixed, then start small. Get your $10,000 credit limits, right? Put all of your bills on these credit cards, your electric bill, your gas bill, your sewer bill, your water bill, Netflix, groceries, gasoline. Everything goes on one credit card. Everything. All right, September then, Rashawn. Thank you. Everything goes on one card. The card that gives you the most amount of points. And a great card for this is not one of these two. For personal reasons, it's Capital One Venture card. The Capital One Venture. As in adventure, but it's venture. Capital One Venture card is by far, in my opinion, the best personal credit card for dollar points. $59 annual fee. 2 points for every dollar you spend. Redeemable on any airline, any hotel, any rental car, any resort. No blackout dates. You actually just buy it, then you go into your system and you hit redeem. And it redeems the points and takes it off your bill. You don't even get a bill. Right? So it's great. So you can have great credit. It's really not that difficult. Pay your bills on time, get 3 credit cards, manage your credit card debt, pay it off in full every month. And next thing you know, man, a year from now, you're going to get some cards like this. If you got a business, we can get this one right here. We can get that for you right away. That's not hard. This is an easy card to get if you have a business. These cards, that's a black card through American Airlines. A little bit more difficult because it's a personal card. But the Capital One Venture card is not score driven either. It's driven on credit card balances and how much you're spending every month. So it's not score driven. Now, do you have to have a minimum score? I think so, but I don't know what it is. But I know that it's not score driven. So it's not 740 minimum. I know people with 620s that have them. 2-for-1 points. They're great cards. All right. Somebody asked, Mike, you asked what I got in the mail from Grant Cardone for my Christmas present for Uncle G. Let me show you. We got a whole bunch of these posters. Hardy's got some frames coming in tomorrow. Hardy, tomorrow? Tomorrow. So let me show you here. I got this tube. We got some whatever it takes from Mr. Cardone. We got Who's Got My Money? Should say, who's going to fly me first class for free? Who's going to put me up in a 5-star resort for free? We got the 10X rule.
That last one is for me. It says bad word.
Don't be a little bitch.
That one's mine. All mine.
And then we had another.
Because it's got a bad word on it, so it needs to go in my office so no one gets it.
Oh, that's it. All right, we had another one. It was no negativity, but Hardy has a teenage daughter, so he helped himself to it, took it home, gave it to his teenage daughter. So, Grant, if you're watching, send me another no negativity poster because I need it.
Did you show him my new desk?
I did not show him your new desk. Michelle's getting her own office.
I have like a big...
You know what else Michelle got?
I got a big fat raise.
Michelle got a raise.
I got a promotion to the corner office. And look, I got rid of the boot.
No more boot. Yeah, Michelle got a raise. You know, she's been making $500 a year, or $500 a month for like 7 years. So she's got a big fat raise. All right. Love you guys. I hope you enjoyed today as much as I enjoyed teaching you and spending time with you. I love this part of my day. I hope you found value in it. If you did, please share it with a friend. Share it, tag it. Hashtag Fortress Credit Pro so it's easy for people to find us later on. Have an awesome day. See you later.